Hey, my friends. Happy Wednesday. I'm 𝗏𝗏, the BZB Stamper, and welcome back to another Coffee and a Card with Barb. I have a very fun project for you this morning. It features the Label Me Grateful bundle, and it's a very, very simple card, which, as you know, I love. So let me turn my camera over. We are using the Label Me Grateful bundle. This is I actually have to put these in here now so I can remember when these first premiered. So I love the dies. I love that it has a label in it. I love all the little elements in here. It even, friends, has a flower. So it's got leaves and acorns and fall leaves. It's a really, really nice bundle. Okay. So we have a half a sheet of early espresso cardstock. We have a quarter mat of basic beige, which, you guys, I'm going to be using this a ton for fall. I love this color. I'm kind of addicted to it now, to tell you the truth. I actually like it better than Very Vanilla, although there are definitely times when Very Vanilla is good to use. So obviously, but I really like the color of basic beige. I think I used it last week, didn't I? Use the ink pad? I think so. So I'm just going to put that on the inside. Then we have a quarter sheet of the Autumn Toile. I think that's right. I always used to say toil. I'm pretty sure it's toile. The non-crafty kid here. And you can see that this is really pretty paper. It's good for masculine cards, but also nature cards. I really, really like this paper. I could do the other side because, as you'll see, this is going to be a masculine card. Do make sure, Barb, that you don't put it on upside down. Okay. Just add that on here. I'm going to get that out of the way. I've already die cut the label from the Label Me Grateful bundle. By the way, I should say that all of the sentiments fit on this die cut, which is really fun. But this is what I need my cut and emboss machine for. I'm going to use the mini machine. And I am using this strip. It's just a strip of soft suede. And I need to pull the acorn die out of here. Let me get it. And I'm actually going to cut 2 of these out. Okay. Haven't looked at the comments here. My apologies, friends. Okay. So there's 1. Then I'm going to do 2. I'm actually glad that that didn't come out because I don't have my little pokey tool handy. I'm going to need that, I betcha. I betcha. Yep, see? Okay, so let me put that here. And the reason we want 2 is I'm going to be a little fancy today. I'm going to do something I rarely do. Okay, let me get this out of the way because I've got a big mess here. Let me bring in all my little tools here. Okay. And I am going to punch this out of here. You know, there are so many uses for this tool, aren't there? I love my take your pick tool. You guys already know that. And if you are like me, always put your die back because I tend to lose my dies, and that's why. Okay, so I'm going to show you my little trick with this. And I need to bring in a scratch sheet, so hold on. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take both of these die cuts, and I'm going to take soft suede ink, and I'm going to use a sponge. I wish I had my sponge daubers, but stuff is missing lately. So I'm just going to take one of our old sponges. We actually don't carry these anymore. And I'm going to get ink all over my fingers, because that's why a sponge dauber would work a little bit better. I don't think I can do it this way. No. So see, I'm going to have, I love it. I'm going to have a little bit of soft suede on my fingers. I don't know about you guys, but I always have baby wipes nearby for just that reason, because if there is an open ink pad anywhere on my desk, I am always going to get my fingers in it. So we'll just take all that off. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my early espresso marker. Now, we don't have early espresso blends yet. My guess is we will be getting them once all of these Stampin' Write markers retire, because don't forget, guys, they're on the last chance list. So if you don't, you could also use black. You could use anything. If you don't have this marker, you don't have to buy it for this technique. But if you have it, I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to take the side of the marker, and if I had a blend, I could do that with the blend too. So you could just take a darker blend, and I'm just going to use the side of the marker to color in the branch. Okay, so there's one. Very, very easy to do. But you do have to kind of do it flat. You don't want to go like this because you'll ruin the tip of any brush tip. So it doesn't really matter if it's your brush tip on your blend or on the Stampin' Write marker. There we go. Not hard to do at all. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try not to lose this. In fact, I think I'll move the whole scratch sheet over. First thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to glue this. So here's the side that just comes out of the cut and emboss machine. And then this is how it looks once I color it in. Okay. So I am going to just put little dots of glue on the back. I'm only going to put it on the acorns. That will be enough to hold it, provided I can get it turned over. And then I'm just going to put it on the inside of the card like that. Okay. Okay. So I am just going to stamp the sentiment onto this label. Oh my goodness. I'm going to crookedly stamp this onto the label. Oh, you guys. Okay. And I am going to take pecan pie. I hope somebody else does this and not me. I really can't believe I did that, because I love pecan pie. And I always love to say pecan pie, pumpkin pie, all the pies. And I'm just going to sponge the edges. Now, I will say, if you are using a sponge dauber, you're not going to get the little overlays like I did right there. The sponge dauber will be much more precise. But when your craft room is in a state of flux, you use what you could find. Am I right, guys? Okay. And that, my friends, is actually almost the end of the card. We're just going to take some very scrappy pieces of Stampin' Dimensionals. Use every piece. Am I right? There we go. That's not going to come off. Now we're just going to take all these off. This is going to be one of these coffee and a cards that I'm going to wish I could do over again. Real life, friends, real life. All right. So let me put this on. Oh, I just can't believe how crooked I did that sentiment. Holy cow. And like I said, I think this would make a good fall card. It would make a good guy card. It would make a good random act of kindness card. It works for everything. And this is more of a monochromatic design. I love monochromatic cards. I think I've made that very clear. Okay, now this one, I think I'm going to kind of go up. Well, maybe I'm not, because I stamped that down a little low. And there you have it, friends. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So let me turn my camera back over. It doesn't get much easier than that, does it? And let me bring in one more time. This is almost the same card, because I wanted to show you that you could this is a very versatile card. The difference is I use the Peace on Earth bundle, which has these two frames in it, same color palette. I was going more into a fall type card, so I just didn't put the acorns on this one, but I did add some of this ribbon, which is really interesting ribbon. And there you can see both cards. Okay, let me turn my camera over. This is our chance to chat. I have some really fun things I'm working on, friends. You've already seen the retreat in October, which you could still register for. It's not closed yet. It doesn't close until September 29th. But I have some other things I'm working on too. And I'm really excited to share them with you. So anyway, my friends, have a great creative week. Enjoy the warmer weather while it lasts. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Talk to you later, my friends. Bye.